Hey, welcome everyone. How's it going, guys? Welcome to another episode of The Man Cave. I'm your host, Robert Smith, and I'm excited to start another episode today. So please come on in. I am excited to see everyone join. It's going to be a great day today. Come on, guys. Come on in. Yes, welcome to The Man Cave. We're here excited for another episode. And we have a couple guests lined up today. It's going to be a really good day, so I'm looking forward to it. Yes, welcome, guys. Hi, guys. Welcome to another episode of The Man Cave. Again, my name is Robert Smith. I am here, and I am about to invite someone up. And we're going to go ahead and get started with another good episode today. So, yes. I hope everyone's doing well. It is Monday today. It is an awesome new day. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm really good. How are you?
I am doing great. You have like a whole newscast behind you I can hear.
I'm so sorry.
Is that Josh?
We're actually having a meeting about the Mendable app on Skype, and it was like overrunning.
Oh, no.
I was like, gotta go.
No, you're
How
totally
are you doing?
fine. I'm doing good. I'm happy you're here, and I'm happy you can join us. I'm really looking forward to today's episode. We have my good friend is coming on, so I'm super excited about that. It's gonna be great.
I'm really excited about this. So let me just send this out. So yeah, we've got Chris today, haven't we?
Yeah.
Chris is a really, really important part of everything that we're doing with Mendable. The work that he does, and I won't go into too much detail as usual. I want Chris to talk about it, but the stuff that he's doing impacts directly on myself with my daughter's disabilities, and I'm just so grateful that he is a voice for people with disabilities, and you know, we connect on so many different levels, and I'm just really happy to have him here. I'm excited.
Yeah. I'm happy that you mentioned that, because he's also someone that just came in like a puzzle. He just fit right in naturally. Yeah. So I'm really excited. I'm kind of not want to wait anymore. So let's get this party started.
You just want to get rid of me, Robert.
I do. I just get out of here.
We know what this is.
But in another way, I'm really excited to have you also come back on, because I know you can kind of share your story and your daughters with him. So hello, Chris.
Absolutely.
Hello there, guys. How are you?
I'm doing good,
Chris.
man.
How are you?
Great interview. Dead excited.
I'm very excited to be here.
Let me put the Mendable on the pin as well.
Yeah, let me take care of that, and then we'll mention more of that information towards the end. And yes,
James has just joined.
Guys, right before Robert gets rid of me, we hold the rooms on a Monday and Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Pacific, and 8 p.m. UK for our Men and Mental Health Room testimony time on Clubhouse. So please do come over. And right at the bottom is www.mendable.app. Come on over. We've got the forum going. These videos are uploaded. There's lots of exciting things going on. And Robert, I will hand over to your wonderful self.
Thank you so much. We'll see you later, miss.
I'll see you later.
Good luck, Chris.
Thank you, Sophia. Thank you. Speak to you later.
Chris, what is up, man?
Oh
my
gosh. Tables have turned.
Chris, I'm so happy to have you here. First and foremost, welcome to the Man Cave. So excited to have you here. You are joining us on your incredible platform, Open Book. Let's dive right in. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, Open Book. So Open Book is a platform where we celebrate those with disabilities and mental health. It was started from a conversation what me and the other co-founder James had in March last year. Just basically conversations talking about my own personal issues of the things that I've gone through in my own life. And, you know, we announced it January this year, and it's taken flight, and we've met some incredible individuals, interviewed some amazing people, including Sophia, and spoke with yourself.
Yeah.
You know, we're really seeing positive feedback and genuine connections with people that are going through the same struggle.
Yeah. Yeah, and we also had the incredible Jay on going there last
Oh,
week with
of
you guys.
course. Jay on last week. I mean, boy, I mean, it was an emotional one, right?
It was really good. So thank you so much for just having us on there. Again, we're
Yeah.
so happy to support Open Book with the mission at hand that you guys have. We want to see you guys grow. We want to see you guys excel, and we want to be there on the journey all the way. So
Dude,
yes. And
appreciate
as today we have the incredible privilege to just interview you, get to
it.
know you on a personal level, and
Mhm.
just kind of just see this side that I don't think a lot of people get to see. But I'm really excited about that. If
Please.
just diving in, I always want to. I'm just gonna give you heads up early on. I have Man Cave to also bring on different people to showcase different talent. So later
Mhm.
on, I have a couple of questions I'm gonna ask you that hopefully that can involve some talent that you have. So look forward to that.
I'll
Okay.
do my best. I'll do.
That's awesome. So, firstly, Chris, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, who you are, inside and out. Let's just dive in, man.
Yeah, no problem. So my name is Chris Foster. I'm originally from North London, a place called Tottenham. Grew up in an area called, for those who are from the UK, I grew up in an area called Broadwater Farm. That is one of, probably, one of the worst communities probably in London. It was a tough upbringing.
Okay.
Um, what can I say about a little? Do you want to know a little bit about my personal life?
Yeah, I want to know it all.
As a person, as you can probably see, that I am disabled. I have a disability, what is called Asperger's syndrome, what is a form of Down syndrome. I also am autistic. I have a thing called Asperger's, what means I'm autistic.
Okay.
And life wasn't easy for me growing up. I was extremely bullied as a child. You know, I mean, it was relentless. Things that I went through, a normal child shouldn't have to go through the issues that I went through. You
Yeah.
know, just for example, walking home from school, a group of boys thought it would be funny to strip me down naked, throw me in stinging nettles, and then urinate on me. These were the type of things that I would have to go through on a daily basis. Going to school, if I wanted to go into the shop, I would get people that would come basically, really, really bully me, literally take my chocolate bar away from me, then go and
Hmm.
force to go and steal one for their other friends because I was small, So
Yeah.
I was really, really bullied when I was young. I never, to delve into a little bit, a little bit more, sadly, I was sexually abused when I was 11 years old, and had to go through, that whole process of dealing with that and that trauma. And sadly, that trauma stayed with me until my early 20s. And, I constantly had to fight a long way. And but you know what? Thanks to good relationships, thanks to friends, thanks to you know, you know, me me basically growing with great counseling, and it got to that point of where finding myself, really not really finding myself until I was in my 30s,
Hmm.
you know. But I think for myself going through that type of system, I had to go into psychiatric care. I was in psychiatric care for 6 months.
Chris, real quick, I want you have a very you've been through a lot, and I want to just dissect it because there's so many levels to
Mm,
that made up who you are today, and I want
mm,
to just reflect on that. You
please.
said specifically, and I met a lot of people. Also are curious about like my story, but I kind of give a little snip with every time I talk to someone, so I can say this. I related to you on the bully level, like just being picked on for being
Mm,
different, and I just couldn't believe the tribulations you went through just because you look different and might have behaved different. And man, that is like disgusting. Like I just
mm.
can't believe like do that. Did a lot of those like things that you went through still affect you today of who you are right now?
You know, I think a lot of it is process. I think going through a lot of processes in my life, and you know, there's been cutting points. Like I said, going through counselling, going through group therapy, in a lot of things that I went through. That was probably the group therapy sessions probably worked better for me than the counselling. Because you're going alongside people that have gone through exactly the same journey as yourself, and they can understand on the level of weight of what you've gone through. And I've met friends through that, you know, so people
Yeah.
that I can, you know, who can support me, that have been, you know, men that have been sexually abused from when they were young. I still am in contact with some of these people today, and sadly some are no longer with us. But you know, I think for me, where my pillar of strength has come from is basically good family, good
Yeah.
upbringing, and just, you know, real genuine love and people that believe in me. And I think that's been, you know, over the last sort of course of maybe the last few years, it's been an emotional roller coaster, because I've gone through so much with, even in the last 3 years, but
Yeah.
because of a good network of people around me that love me and support me and get me to the place of where I'm at right now, you know, where my confidence has grown. It's been an amazing journey, you know, where I'm at now, and I'm so grateful.
And that's good. And it's you specifically mentioned like group therapy was something that helped you through that trauma, and
Mm.
that kind of reminds me of this other group therapy we kind of do that we kind of met on. I don't know what it's called. Is it? Oh, it's the men's mental health room that is
Exactly.
happening today. I'm not going to give you time, Sophia, but you guys can check that out on today and Thursday. So you know, like when you said that, I instantly just thought about that. And
Mm.
we're not a therapy setting, but we're able to be vulnerable and to share testimonies and just things that we all been through, and also connect in that way. And
Mm.
you said a lot right now. And one thing I really specifically have come to admire about you personally is also your faith as well.
Mm.
How did you go along becoming a faithful man, not faith driven man?
But you know, I think for me, I really found my faith when I was in. It's gonna sound really mad right now, but I actually found my faith in psychiatric care. I won't go too much into it, but you know, there was. I mean, I've always believed, but I think for me, you know, finding my faith when I was in psychiatric care, when I was in an alone moment,
Yeah,
and really going through those quiet times and just being still, and
yeah,
just prayer. There was a revelation. Let's just put it that way. There was a revelation in myself, and it just brought me closer to my faith. Now, you know, it's
yeah.
something I shy away from. Anyone that knows me knows that I'm a Christian, but at the same time, I try to be a representation of what we believe. You know.
Yeah, yeah, I love that. You know, you can always be used in the craziest ways,
Mm.
and to help people, to inspire. And one thing I want to specifically mention, no matter what you've done in your life, no matter sometimes even when you are, you can always be an inspiration or be that voice of reason to help somebody else, you know, who
Hmm.
may need you. And that's why I see that a lot in you. You know, personally, I've really grown and appreciate our friendship because you are just uh, you're just so like inspirational, and you're just like you carry your heart in your sleeve, and I just really think it reflects who you are, and you just pour into others just in the most awesome way. And with Open Book, it is help you create a platform to just speak about things that are not necessarily the simplest things to talk about.
Mm.
Disabilities is not very common in society, or to an extent accepted in a normal way. And
Mm.
I know that's something that you're trying to tackle as well, correct?
Well, I think, you know, for myself, you know, sadly, you know, last year was we went through um we went through Black Lives Matter. And what can we say? You know, it was an educational experience for so many. And there was a lot of things that I learned even within my own self, right? My
Mhm.
partner, you know, she's a black woman, and you know, we've always had these deep, meaningful conversations. Last year, I was one of the I could have ended up in one of the most traumatic times in my life. I
Mhm.
lost my job through illness. Sadly, you know, in 2017, I was diagnosed with cancer.
Yeah.
I had to go through therapy, and sadly, 6 months after that, I ended up having a stroke, then losing my job down to disability
Mm.
discrimination, right slap bang in March of last year, in the
Mm.
middle of the campaign, where I was going to then start openly talking about my journey of where I grew up with disability discrimination, slap bang in the middle of Black Lives Matter, where I didn't have a voice to be able to speak about certain things that I was going through. It was a
Yeah.
very hard time for me. I'm going to be honest with you, because,
Mm-hmm.
you know, real conversations with friends that said, Chris, it just can't be at this moment in time to speak about these things. And I had to take that. But you know what was so wonderful? What was so wonderful was the birth of Open Book. Because the
Mm.
moment that I actually spoke about something, you know, a friend actually saw me. Actually, he wasn't even a friend at that time. He just it was a gentleman who saw me and saw the value in me and saw a broken vessel, and then turned
Mm.
around and said, "Look, let me reach out, let me talk." And lo and behold, this gentleman I'm talking about, hopefully he's still in the live, is James, the founder of Two Times Elliot, the co-founder of Open Book. He didn't have to do this, but yet he wanted to turn around and say, look, there's a young man who's broken, who needs love, and yet he reached out to me and turned around and said, you know what, we're going to work on this project. And what can I say? He's taken flight. We announced it in January of this year. 25 weeks later, we've done nearly 25 episodes, just reached nearly 3,000 people. And, you know, it's been an incredible journey. And I'm so grateful. In a time where I could have been really fell, you know, we thank God every day that real people stretched out their hands and raised me up. And
Yeah.
and I truly am grateful, truly grateful.
That's super awesome, man. And it's not only that the people like seeing that potential and needed to like wanted to help you that way and uplift you. They also seen the potential of what you can do to help excel open books as well. So, you know, like you're incredibly impactful to this world, man, and we appreciate you in every way. So it's really a testament of like growth and see how far you come from. Um, so you went through a form of discrimination last year. Even as a kid, you went through bullying, and then you even uh, went through a lot of dark periods of your life, especially as a youth.
Mm,
You know, there's first and foremost, thank you so much for just sharing vividly the things that you shared. It's not an easy thing to talk about the topics
no.
that you have. One thing I do want to ask, if it's okay, if you can kind of just elaborate just a little bit more, is you know, the inappropriate misconduct as a youth and how you have to take on that as an adult. Still carry on to be strong, but also still maybe are there still like things that you battle today as well?
You know, I think for me personally, it's lack of education. You know, sadly, you know, we've I think it's a global problem. You
Hmm.
know, there's not people like myself that are portrayed within media settings. So take when you know, if you think about it right now, Robert, even in the US right now, it's probably going to be the same in the UK. We don't see real representation for people with disabilities.
Hmm.
You go into your favorite mall, you don't see people with physical disabilities that work within the mall, you know, or
Yeah.
as we call them, shops in the UK. You know, you don't see visible in the media settings. You don't see people with disabilities within the media settings. You
Yeah.
know, here in the UK. And I think the reason why people are scared of different, they're scared of different. So what they do is they attack it because they don't understand. You know, the very fact that I grew up in a special needs school, so I would see all walks of life in my
Hmm.
school.
Yeah.
One Tourette syndrome and one person that has Asperger's. One can't handle any noise, and the other makes just that's all he does is just make loads and loads of noise. Now you be in a group, you be in a classroom with that of you know students of 12 who have to live with that. Now that was my life since 11 years old to 16 years old. I never knew any different, but sadly society is not used to anything like that. So they're scared of difference. So they attack that. And I think
Yeah.
why it's so important with the platform that we've created is to educate, is to
Yeah.
actually look, you know what, to, to creatives, to, businesses, to media settings, that we can turn around and say, look, this person is no different from you. Just give this person an opportunity to shine, so that, and love them the same way. And actually, they will work for you harder, because they
Yeah.
will be more grateful from the individual that's had to have life really easy.
Yeah.
Sadly, we haven't. It's been a constant fight for us. And sadly, one thing that we learned in Black Lives Matter, and I think you'll agree with this, Rob, silence speaks volumes. So the very thing is, when people choose to be quiet and not say anything, it speaks volumes. It shows you actually
Yeah.
you don't care. You don't care. And sadly, one thing that disability does not do, Rob, it doesn't discriminate. It
Mhm.
affects every race, every religion, every sex. But yet, when it comes down to try and campaign about something, next to none. No one cares. We're in a society now where the heart has been hard. It's a scary thing.
Yeah. I was tripping out right now because you said silence speaks loudly. That is exactly what I wrote on my sign during Black Lives Matter. No lie,
Mm,
I'm not making this up. So I
mm,
just thought that was so crazy that you said that. I wanted to specifically mention and bring awareness that silence in this moment of us needing to speak up, to showcase our voices, to stand up for injustice is important. But if you're silent, you're also contributing to the factor of oppression and discrimination in the same way as people who are vocally expressing themselves. So that is
exactly.
crazy. I love you for mentioning that. That is so good, so powerful, so real. Oh man, we have a very full room today. Chris, kind of like winding down the summary of you, just reevaluating what you've been through, where you're on today. What do you envision open book and yourself in the next 2 years?
I think for me, trying to create it as a platform, maybe, try to, um, for me to hopefully, God willing, work within the media setting.
Mm-hmm.
And the way I would like Open Book to be, I'd love it to be some form of an agency. I
Mm-hmm.
really believe it can be. Don't get me wrong, it's not going to be an overnight thing. It will take time, and it will need support. It needs the right people around us to back us in what we're doing, and to really push it that way. But I really do believe it can be something that excellent. You know,
Yeah,
idea that has never been done before. It's an idea that, to be honest with you, what me and James have come up with is truly great and truly remarkable, because it's
yeah,
unique, because it's different. We've
yeah,
got people that are on right now. Ashley right now, who in my eyes is one of my superheroes. Ashley is a guy who is he's Team GB. He's actually an Olympian. He's in a
yeah,
wheelchair, and he's an example of what I believe that I can, where I can get to, in
yeah,
what he does, not necessarily in the field that he does, but in where he's raised the bar for people with disabilities, and
yeah.
I believe it can be that, I really do.
No, it is, and it is, Chris.
Speaking
Look, manifestation is real, and I truly believe we're no. It's not that we believe. We're gonna help support and back
of,
you up in your dream, and you're gonna continue to grow, man. Let me tell you something, man. Look, I just had a mental breakdown in March following anxiety attack. Now I am hosting a man cave as a gay man, a man cave series
mm,
openly, confidently. There's nothing I can't do. There's nothing you can't do. We
mm,
got this. You're gonna be incredible, man. You're on the right track. We love you so much.
I
I'm
love you too.
super excited to see where you grow in life and just where you grow in that, man. We're here to support you. With that being said, I want to kind of go into the fun part of the segment. I want to showcase some talent. So one thing about you, I really, really, really love about you is your sense of style, man. You got some style, dude. You got swagger on a whole nother level, man. And I want to see some of that gear and I want to see some of that fresh case. Can you just show us one of the most popular shoes that you have? Can you please like just pop in, pop out? Would that be
Okay,
okay?
one moment. Give me 1 minute.
Okay,
Give me
give me. I know you just waited to show that
hold on.
heat.
I wasn't expecting this. Uh, Hold on.
Oh man, I'm so excited. This guy has such good taste. Every time I see his post, always clean. Man, I'm.
Hold on. Oh, what are you doing to me? Hold on. Give me a second. Oh, here they
Oh
go.
gosh, Josh with his Nike. We're not Team Nike over here, Josh.
Okay, so dum. Last year, okay. Last year we know we went through the madness of Black Lives Matter, but do you know
Yes.
what? There was a brand that actually was one of the most heavy people that actually contributed, and that was Ben and Jerry's ice cream, right?
Okay.
Ben and Jerry's ice cream did the biggest campaign for Black Lives Matter. So these are the Ben and Jerry dunks.
There we go. Show them off.
So they're the Ben and Jerry
Yeah,
dunks.
let me see
Talking
the.
about campaign, they're probably one of the biggest shoes that dropped last year, and yeah, they're
Can
the
I see the inside?
Pardon?
The inside of the sole. Let me see.
Oh, inside of them.
It
So
has
yeah,
color.
the Ben and Jerry sign.
Wow, those are nice, man.
So they're pretty mad. They're pretty intense. But
What size are you?
I'm a UK 6, US 7.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. You have a small foot. Like,
Yeah,
you,
yeah, exactly. Only short, you know. I'm only 5'3", Rob. I'm not short.
I'm sorry. You have such a big, courageous ego. That's so powerful. I forget you're like a small frame, man.
Bless
But that
you.
doesn't stop you, man. That's awesome, man. I seriously am like one of the biggest fans of your styles, man. You have swag, bro.
I try.
Really, man.
I try.
You're inspo.
I try.
You're inspo, man. Okay. Now this is another fun part of the man cave. We're gonna continue to invite people up, and we're going to kind of get back to you. I really would like to speak to Elliot. So if you're on here, please send me an invite. Come on, guys. Let's send some requests. Come join us in the conversation in this man cave where we talk to Chris right now and just kind of get more information about him, learn about open book and everything like that. So send your invites. Let's come and join this live. Come on, log on with us, or I'm going to start sending you guys personal requests. So, yeah. I wonder if
home from work, so I don't know if James will be there.
Let me see. I don't have any invites. Let's see. Come on, guys. Send your invites so we can start a bigger conversation and just kind of get to know him and me. And let's just talk, guys. Let me see. This is the part where I'm always shuffling through the phone, so please forgive me. I might have to have you rap in the meantime, Chris, because when someone comes.
I'm a poet.
Oh, I think
I'm a poet. I'm a poet.
You're a poet. You are a poet. Yes.
So, you know, I can drop a poem. If anyone wants me to drop a poem, I can.
I think someone would like to say hi, and let's bring him on. I'm super excited for this. Come on, come on. Oh, Jayon!
Hey, Jayon! How are you, my brother?
Hey.
What's up, Jayon?
Yeah, how are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm bad.
I know you are.
I'm happy to see you. I'm happy to see you.
I'm happy to see you, bro. I'm happy to see you. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. Keep going. Do not stop.
I won't, my
Keep
brother.
going, don't stop.
I won't, my
we
brother.
Want, Jayon.
I do this, man. You know I do it for you, Jayon. You know this. I do this for you.
Oh, I think he's gonna.
Jayon is the legend. That's right, Ash.
No, he really is.
He really is. I'm telling you.
Wait for a stop, let's take a photo. Get that
Are
money
you
by
going to do check out, Jayon, yeah?
I'm on a mission.
Go, Jayon. You ready?
I'm on a mission.
Let's go.
I was made for this. We was made for this. I was made for this.
Go,
We
Jayon.
was made for this. Chasing all my dreams like I'm made of money. I was made for this. Chasing all my dreams like I'm made of money. Chasing all my dreams like I'm made of money.
That's it, my brother.
Look up and grind. Loving my time.
Love you, bro.
Love you, Jayon.
Yeah, I love you.
Jayon, I just want to let you know, I watched the interview with you, Chris, Sophie, and Josh like 3 times since Friday. So I love it. I love you, man. Thank you so much. You guys, please check out Jayon. He is so awesome. He does incredible work for the community. He is a huge testimony. We love you, Jayon. I'm going to go ahead and kick you out and bring on some more guests. So, here you go.
Peace, my brother.
Let's see.
Oh, I love that guy. Amazing individual.
Yeah, he's awesome. Yeah, you guys did amazing last week. It was super fun. Thank you so much. Wow. Josh himself, Nike.
I was not expecting pop-up then. That was unexpected. Yeah, I just thought I'd come on, just show some love. Just say keep on doing what you're doing, Chris. You know, seriously, you're an inspiration. You know, despite all these hurdles, what you're hitting, you keep on going. And you've just got to keep on believing in yourself. You know, and trust the process, because you know it's within you, and you can see that because you speak about it so passionately. And it's going to happen. So I just wanted to come on here, show you some love, say keep on doing what you're doing, and know that we're all there to support you along the way as well. And we love you, bro.
And I love you too, bro. Appreciate you, man.
For some reason, I can't see Robert.
Sorry. I was just gonna. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
I was just gonna say you're not in uniform, because usually every time I see you, you're wearing some form of Nike. So, so next time we need to get your uniform. But no, thank you so much, Josh. I mean, any chance that we get to have you on, we always like to hear your beautiful raspy voice, but also your positive wisdom that follows that. And it's just incredible, man. We just thank you so much for contribution, man. Love you, man.
It's all love. It's all love. You know how it is with the family.
Yes, it is. We're going to go ahead and kick you off, man, and get the next person on. Thank you so much, Josh.
Right. Love to both of you.
Bless you, bro. Take care, man.
You too, bro.
You too.
All right, guys, continue to send your invites. We're going to go ahead and keep it going. It's like a train right now. We want to hear from you. We want to connect. And, yes, we want to interact as well. But do you have any, in the meantime, Chris, do you have any, like, poets off the top of your head that you want to share?
Yeah. Let me think of a poem. Fight the battle and the battle I fight. You see, absolute terror comes throughout the night. You see, watching my life will wither away. You see, breaking piece by day. You see, the darkness of demons didn't come all at once, but they come one by one, blocking the wisdom that God supplied. You see, Rob, they lured me in with all their lies. You see, just like a boxing match, I fight each round. As the bell dings, this echoing sound. You see, first come temptation, it comes to devour. It was discussing himself so I would fail. You see, he brought me in with all his lies and traps, and he almost defeats me when something just snaps. You see, the demons get terrified now as they look up, because they see Jesus standing there, filling my cup. There was something there.
Cool. Man, y'all, flames. Flame it up, guys. Flame them comments up, because that was fire, dude. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Man, so Chris, I don't usually do this because I want to give you the platform and also let you highlight, but I would like the opportunity if you just want to just ask me a question since I'm here, because I know we get to like connect, but I never really, you know, it's never me pouring into you, like get a chance to speak. So if you like that, I'll give you that one green ticket right now.
Yeah. So Rob, what have you learned within COVID about yourself?
Oh man, like, one thing that I learned that was very important that I need to learn was I was running away from a lot of issues in my life. Like, I go out a lot and I have a big community of friends, and I think there's a lot. And when COVID actually happened, I had to learn to just sit and be by myself. And to learn to be by yourself, I realized I was very insecure, very secretly depressed, and I was running away from depression, thinking that I wasn't, feeling voids, having voids and fill them with other things that weren't necessarily appropriate, and just learning to just better love myself. And it was extremely hard. It was so hard. Yes, I'm a huge, one thing about me, I have to be very transparent. I'm a huge runner in everything I do. I run away from so many things because I'm very quick to beat people to the punch because of tribulations I've been through. I've been through a lot of things where I'm afraid of people. This is real. I didn't think I was gonna get this real. I'm afraid sometimes of people like leaving me, and I try to do things to run away from that, or I'll run away from them before that. And so when it comes to me learning and growing during COVID, I had to just be content with myself and learn to love myself better by myself. the Quantum of Solace is an incredible journey that I do recommend everyone can go through and just learn to just appreciate yourself and learn who you are and grow in ways that you didn't know you can grow. It's just incredible to take time for yourself in a day as well. Every day is very important. You must always put yourself first in everything you do. And I'm so happy that I'm in a place where I can appreciate, love myself, and be content. So that's something I can and learn through that season. It's been awesome. Yeah.
Fantastic. I have another question. It's a part two of that question.
Okay.
What did you learn that you didn't need in COVID? What did you learn that you didn't need? So you think to yourself, actually, do you know what? I could let that go.
What did I learn that I didn't need in COVID? A job. No. What did I learn that I didn't need in COVID was this idea. I know this is really weird to say this, but it's always like how much you want to share. But I've learned that I don't need to call certain people family who I've been raised with family. And those relationships can actually create some form. If it's not good and it's toxic, you don't need that in your life. And I think for me during that season, I had just learned to kind of let go certain things to help me continue to grow as a man today. And that was a very hard move, but I'm very happy. And then sure enough, I have a new community of family, which is someone like you, Sophia, my Mendable family, everybody, Josh, Jayon, Jody, love you guys. And yeah, that's just where I'm at. Yes, I'm a huge complex when it comes to that. That's something we have to dive in more later. But enough of that. I'm going to go ahead and invite our leading lady on so we can wind it up. And yes, but yeah, Chris, man, it's so good to always talk to you. Anytime I can connect with you, man, I'm always here. I love that you always check up on me once a week. You always make a move to like a point to talk to me about things, and even Faith, you really correct me about that. And I love that I can connect to someone like that. Sorry, I'm just pouring into Chris right now because I'm obsessed with him. So.
No, I love it. I love it. You guys are amazing. Chris, thank you so much for coming on Man Cave and just being a part of the Mendable family and all that you do in your own work through Open Book. We fully support you on that mission. And I think, in fact, do you know what? I know you're going to do great things. So I'm excited to see what's coming from you.
Appreciate it.
And I can't wait to meet you in person as well. There's no reason why not. Local.
Down the road, it's terrible, It's not good enough. It's just not good enough,
Are you guys far from each other?
I don't think so.
Not far. Not far.
No.
Shame.
No.
Shame.
I'm just outside north of London.
Yeah. And I'm Bristol, so it's a couple hours.
Yeah.
It's not too far.
We can work it out. We can get a cheeky Nando's somehow.
Absolutely.
Now, I wanted to say, Sophia, you connect with Chris in a lot of ways because your daughter. Oh, I apologize. I'm thinking about Robert, the other Robert, because he has epilepsies, correct?
Yeah, but my daughter has disabilities, and that's why me and Chris connected in the first place. So yeah. Absolutely have a true passion for what Chris does, and he is a voice for people like me and my daughter as well. And that's something that I've always felt I was, and I want to do more of, is to be an advocate for people that aren't always able to speak for themselves.
Yeah.
And I think that's so important, because I think as well to both of you, and I know Sophia understands this more, is that a lot of people that we're speaking for sadly are not on social media. So we're trying to speak on their behalf, and be that representation. And I think it's so important, and especially in the signs and times that we're in right now, and globally. May I just say this? Where we look at people with disabilities right now, it's in the UK alone, is something like nearly 70% of people with physical disabilities are unemployed in this country, and yet no one is speaking up. And it's a conversation that genuinely needs to be spoken about. But yeah,
absolutely. And I think there's a massive element that the work that you're doing, and I'm not knocking what you're saying about people staying silent being part of the problem, but from my perspective, there's a lot of people that need people like us to be able to give them the confidence to speak up, because sometimes it just boils down to that they haven't got the confidence to find their voice and speak for themselves or for other people, you know. So I feel like us being as open as we can be will help to do that too, you know. It's part of it too.
Absolutely. And I think we have to look at statistics as well, Sophia. When you're getting knocked back and set back, there gets to a point of like, why bother? Why try? I've been there, you know, and it's only because of loving people like James and yourself, really, that say, actually, do you know what? No, actually, we're going to love you a little bit more. We're gonna keep pouring into you a little bit more, and then when you can do, and you can get that confidence again, and that right support, then actually, then you can then be a voice again, and you know, and stand again, you know. And I think this is what's so important now, you know, and the times that we're living in right now, we need to keep pouring out that love.
We do. You know, I was just talking literally the other day about how, you know, you know, I'm quite articulate and I am a fighter for what's right. And so my daughter stands a really good chance because she has me having her back. But there's often a lot of people that don't have that support around them. Or, you know, the children at her school, their parents have disabilities as well and find it difficult to communicate in the way that they'd like to. And then it goes on and on from there. So, you know, I just feel, and I'm sure, I know there's times when you find it really difficult, or you come up against hurdles, as we do generally, whether it's, you know, to do with Open Book or in life in general. Like, I hope you know what you do for people, Chris, because you are incredible. And I just want to, you know, me saying it doesn't validate it, but I'm just saying I hope that every day you can look at yourself and know that the work you're doing it means something, and you should be really massively proud of yourself.
Thank you. And to James as well, because without him.
Yes, and James.
Yes.
And, you know, you're saying about the work that Ashley's doing,
Ashley,
you know, look at what Jayon does every day. You know, we're all advocates here. We're all doing our thing and doing our piece. So, yeah.
You guys, if it's okay, I would like to add Ashley. He's actually available. I know we actually bring someone, but I thought it would be great to actually speak with him as well. Ashley, get your butt in here and let's chat.
He might be driving, but if he is, I
hope he's okay.
He better not be driving.
Okay, he's not.
Hi, Ashley.
Hello, Ashley.
Hey. How you doing, man? You alright?
Welcome to the Man Cave. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are you, man?
I'm doing great. I'm so happy to speak with you. And this is such a great conversation that we're narrating right now about disabilities and just things that Chris has been through. I want to ask, did you want to contribute to anything on that topic?
Well, first thing I just want to say to Chris, because I know Chris for a while now, man. Keep doing the work, mate. I told you already, we're motivating and inspiring people. And, you know, and like Sophia said, at the end of the day, it's all about confidence. And, you know, when you get knockbacks after knockbacks, it can make or break you. And where we come from, me and Chris are from a similar place, like, keep pushing. And, you know, look what we're making happen. Yes. You know, so you should definitely be proud of yourself and keep motivating, because, like we realize, sometimes we're motivating people without even realizing. Do you know what I mean? So I always learned from me and my story and where I came from and so forth, is that we have no choice. We're in the position we're in. But why can't we make benefits out of it? Why can't we do positive things out of it and achieve out of it? Because we do get pockets of things where we get to experience what able-bodied people never get to experience if we allow ourselves to find that channel, innit? And, you know, I know Chris speaks highly about me a lot, but it's not from one way, man. I think the same of you, bro, you know? So just keep doing what you're doing, man. You know how it goes.
So I've got a question. Chris, have you invited Ashley to our clubhouse room?
I actually haven't, you know, but he's only just joined Clubhouse there. I know.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, you'll be coming tonight then. That's great.
No, do you know what? I'll be honest. No, give Chris credit for that. Like, you know, I heard about it for a while. Obviously, we have a private invitation of some sort or something like that. And Chris sorted me out. We finally met in person. When was it? A little while ago, right?
Well,
that was dope. And but yeah, I'm still learning how to use all that kind of stuff. But you know, I want to definitely engage more with people who've got a similar mindsets. I think that's what you need. You have a team of similar mindsets to make these things be a bigger picture. to make people see that they have opportunity to be part of these kind of things and achieve the goals. Do you know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
yeah, let me get involved, please.
Yes, yes. Welcome. You're welcome
Yes.
into the family.
Yes.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man.
Thanks,
All right.
Ash.
All right, Ashley, we're going to go ahead and say goodbye to you, man. And thank you so much for stopping by
Yes,
the Man Cave. And we hope to
of
see you
course,
in the
Nice to
man.
room
meet you.
very soon.
Yeah, man, for sure. Come on, come on. Chris,
Keep
come
shining
on.
bright.
Bless you, bro.
Yes, we'll do. Peace, man.
Take care, man.
Bye.
Bye, mate.
Later,
Bye.
later.
I know
All right,
James.
guys.
I know James wants to quickly jump on if it's
Oh, is
okay.
he? Is
Yeah,
he
2 times.
available?
Yeah.
I haven't seen his invite. Let me see. What's his name?
2 times Elliot.
Please bear with me.
Him.
I'm not as.
Okay, whilst you're doing that, let me just say the room times again. So on Clubhouse, Mondays and Thursdays, 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Pacific, and 8 p.m. UK time. We are there every Monday and every Thursday. But if you go to www.mendable.app, it's right there pinned. You can come over to the forum, to the website. It's got all the information for Clubhouse. Please reach out to us if you're desperate for an invite. We will get you one.
There he is.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hello.
How are you today?
How are you?
We're doing great. Thank you so much for being here right now. Welcome to the Man Cave.
How's things? I've seen all of your faces before, but you've never seen mine.
I seen you I seen you on live with Chris. You guys also talk about shoe drops very often. So I watch you guys.
Let's not start Chris on shoes. I'm trying to get him to focus on this rather than shoes. It's always
I could do both. It's called multitasking. You can multitask.
I'm trying. I'm not going to take up too much of your time because, to be honest with you, I'm not feeling 100% today. But I just wanted to say, from the Chris that I met or spoke to around, how long ago was it, Chris?
It would have been probably about February last year, I would say.
The difference between the way in which Chris can articulate the confidence in being able to speak out and say exactly what's in his mind rather than hiding behind exactly the topic we were just talking about, which is trainers, is absolutely amazing. The fact that Chris has got to a point where it's second nature to speak about the things that truly he's tried to hide away from and feel as though he's kind of like almost his only value is in his sneaker collection. It's absolutely amazing. So for the fact that even I've learned a huge amount and I still am on my own little journey trying to feel as though I'm worthy to speak on the topics has been an absolute pleasure to say, because Chris and I didn't know each other and I literally just reached out. It sounds a bit pervy actually. I sent him a DM. But it wasn't for that reason.
That's how great relationships always start.
Yeah, well, my fiance and I started with a DM, so how about that?
There you
go. Actually, Rob, I've actually got, hold on, a little dog who's sitting here as well. Look.
Oh,
yes. As you, I'm gonna. This is Louis, you guys. He's always like is,
and he's such a good dog.
Yeah, he's like that everywhere. He's very. I'm very blessed because I actually got him during the pandemic, and he's been like almost. I don't mean to make this about myself real quick, but he's been like almost this like aid for me, dealing with anxiety. Like just that living. Moving somewhere where I'm officially by myself, he's been like my roommate. So I'm super blessed. He's super well behaved. So yeah.
I know that feeling. I lived on my own at the beginning of lockdown. I had not had Poppy. My dog's called Poppy. Okay. I think I was completely insane.
I feel the same way. Like yeah, look, he's been a blessing, a very crazy blessing. But yeah.
I'm not going to take up any more of your time because honestly, I really don't feel particularly well. So I'm going to actually get myself to bed. But it was lovely to meet you.
I hope you feel better. But just thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for being support to Chris. Thank you for all of it, really. And it's really a privilege to have met you. Or met your face.
I'm not great at receiving thanks. As far as I'm concerned, I'm doing what someone should have done a long time ago more than anything else. But to both of you, I want to say thank you to you because I only have obviously a certain amount of time that I'm able to kind of like really put myself forward for open book, and actually just the kind of the additional strength that you give Chris is such a huge amount. Like giving an additional place for Chris to vocalize how he feels and just be able to speak out about the things that are important to him beyond trainers, because that is the important thing really, has been a huge progression in the individual that you all kind of love. So that's been a huge thing.
Well,
So
the secret is that anyone who joins Mendable, once you're in, you can't really get out. So yeah, he joined the family and that was it.
She's laughing, but she's serious.
all right, lots of love, and see
Love
you
you
all
all.
soon.
Thank you,
Thank you so much, James. Good talking
Look
to you.
forward to
Better.
catching up with you again.
Take care,
Bye.
mate. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Okay, you lovely lot have been so awesome today. Thank you guys so much. Again, Chris, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I have truly appreciate our friendship, where we're at, and just for the confidence that you have to pour into others and just be vulnerable of what you've been through. You know, it's an incredible testimony. You inspire so many. You inspire me. I love you dearly, man. Thank you so much for coming on today. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Rob, as well. You're amazing.
Thank you,
Thanks,
guys.
Chris.
All right, guys, I have to kick you guys off. We have a room to go to in a couple of minutes. So I'll see you guys later. I'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Thank you so
Bye.
much, Chris.
Bye.
Bye,
Thank
Sophie.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye. Yes, guys. What another great, awesome episode of the Man Cave, guys. And I want to thank you guys so much for continuing to watch us, to continue to just be on this journey of just getting to know people on another level and gets to understand who they are. I thank you guys so much. And I thank you guys so much for just making it such a welcome, safe environment. That's the number one priority. You want to make sure that we're all welcome. We're all part of here to support each other, thrive, and connect, guys. So if you'd like to connect as well, please continue to follow us on our Instagram. And connect with us. You can see in our stories we have different people that we're tagging. Get to know them, connect with them. It's been an awesome day. I love you guys. I'm gonna go over these announcements because I want to make sure you guys jewel in your head. We have our men's mental health club starting in 9 minutes, which we have every Monday and Thursday on Clubhouse. If you don't know what Clubhouse is, it's an app that talks to a lot of people. It's awesome, but you need to invite only. So if you need that, please DM us. We'll be happy to send you one. We want you to be part of the family. Those times are 8 p.m. UK time. Oh gosh, I'm doing an OG. 8 p.m. UK time, 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, and 12 p.m. Pacific. I can't talk. Pacific Standard Time. She's gonna kill me later. I gotta go, guys. I love you guys so much. You guys have a blessed day.